a time when something in your rental unit was broken or didn't work? How did you get it fixed? Who was responsible? And what kind of challenges did you encounter when trying to resolve the situation? Hello, I'm Jenny Abel with UW-Madison Division of Extension. And on today's UW Mindful Money Moment, we're going to talk about maintenance, repairs, and care in rental units and how to get problems resolved when they come up. Let's take a look at a few examples of things that could happen, and let's think about who would be responsible in these instances. Is it the tenant, the landlord, or does it depend? If your son or daughter is playing and they break a window, then that's definitely you as the tenant's responsibility to pay for that repair. Although in most cases, the landlord would want to be the one to actually replace the window so that it's consistent with the others in the building. If there's no hot water in your unit, then that's definitely the landlord's responsibility to take care of, and quickly. This next one is a little bit trickier. If you can show that there was mold in the bathroom before you moved in, then that's probably the responsibility of the landlord to take care of. But if not, the landlord could say that you're responsible for it because you didn't run the bathroom fan, for example, and so then it may be your responsibility to deal with that. The next situation is similar. If you can show that the oven was dirty before you moved in, then that's probably going to be the landlord's responsibility to take care of. If, on the other hand, you can't prove that, then you would need to take care of cleaning the oven. It's generally a tenant's responsibility to replace light bulbs when they burn out, with the exception of specialized fixtures like fluorescent tubes in the kitchen. But for all other ones, that would be your responsibility as the tenant. If the front door lock doesn't work, that's definitely the landlord's responsibility to take care of fixing that. So as we saw in those previous examples, it's really important wherever possible to identify any issues or problems that might be in the rental unit before you move in. Landlords are required to give you a check-in and check-out form similar to the one that's pictured on this slide to allow you to do a walkthrough and identify any things that might be in place there before you come. That way you're not held responsible for things like holes in the walls from nails or scratches on countertops or marks on tiles. If there's a problem when you're already living in the apartment or home, it's really important to contact your landlord or property manager right away. And depending on the severity of the problem, it's really important to be persistent. If you don't hear back within 1 to 3 days, definitely follow up in writing or with more phone calls or with an email. And if the problem isn't fixed, and if it's something that's threatening your security or your well-being, remember that you have the right to get help with that. And so you can consider contacting a local legal aid office to step in and help. So as we're seeing with it's really important to keep documentation of your attempts to resolve problems and also things that you've done and haven't done so that you're not held responsible for things in the apartment. We have a list here on this slide of suggestions of rental records that you can keep in one place to help make this easier to do. And some examples of those are that check-in form that we talked about on the previous slide, your rental agreement, and a record of your correspondence with your landlord or property manager when there have been problems that you've tried to get resolved. It's a really good idea to keep these in a file folder, or you could keep them in a gallon-sized zip-top bag. That way, if you're concerned about water damage, that will protect those documents from water. If you encounter any accessibility barriers when trying to access our these videos or other content from us, please contact us at accessibility@extension.wisc.edu. To learn more about the RentSmart program, please go to the website that you see at the top of your screen, https://fyi.extension.wisc.edu/rentsmart. Thanks so much for tuning in today. We look forward to seeing you during next week's UW Mindful Money Moment.